Welcome back, students. Now, in our previous video, as we already talked about the structure and function of the endoplasmic reticulum, now we are going to talk about the structure of the Golgi body. Golgi body, it is also known as the Golgi complex or the Golgi apparatus. So, it was first of all discovered by Camillo Golgi, and after the name of its discoverer, that is Camillo Golgi, its name has been assigned as the Golgi body. Now, when we are talking about the Golgi body or the Golgi complex or the Golgi apparatus, it is a single membrane structure. Again, it consists of a continuous network of the tubules that are stacked one above the other, forming cisternas. It consists of a network of tubules forming cisternas, which are stacked one above the other. So, talking about this is the structure of the we are talking about the and it is having a number of the vesicles which are pinched off from the sides of it. One of its face is known as the cis face and the other face is known as the trans face. So, since the cis face and trans face is not included in the course of 9th standard, that's why I am not going to deal up with detail in these terminologies. Here I am just going to tell about you the functions of the endoplasmic, not the endoplasmic, the Golgi complex. When we are talking about the functions of the Golgi body, the very first function of the Golgi body is that it is related to the packaging and dispatch of the materials synthesized by the endoplasmic reticulum. Basically, whatever, as we all know that the endoplasmic reticulum, it is basically concerned with synthesis of various type of the metabolites. So here the materials that are synthesized within the endoplasmic reticulum, they are then sent to the Golgi complex for their their packaging, and after packaging they are then dispatched to the other sides of the cell wherever they are required. Then second, it helps in compartmentalization of the cell. Since it is forming a continuous network, so it also helps in the compartmentalization of the cell, thus dividing the cell into two compartments. Then third, it also helps in the formation of other cell organelles. Helps in the formation of other cell organelles like acrosomes, which are found in the sperm cells at the tip of the head region, and the lysosomes which are present within the cell itself, and they are said to be the suicidal bags. So here we have talked about the structure and the function of the Golgi body. Now we are going to talk about the structure and function of the lysosomes. Talking about the lysosomes. Lysosomes, very commonly they are said to be the suicidal bags. These are commonly known as the suicidal bags. Talking about their structure, they are single membrane bounded rounded sac-like structures which are present in groups. They are not present in single numbers, but they are present in groups. So here talking about these lysosomes. Lysosomes, these are single membrane bounded structures. These are rounded sac-like structures. Sac-like means bag-like structures. Then third, a large number of the digestive enzymes are found filled within these lysosomes, and hence the name given to them are the suicidal bags. These sac-like structures contain digestive enzymes within them, which helps in the autolysis of the cell. Autolysis means whenever such particular conditions arises that the cell is no more required within the body, that is, it becomes harmful that the cell should remain within the body, that means the termination of the life of the cell becomes very essential. At that very particular moment, these digestive enzymes, they are secreted. These lysosomes, they burst out, and after they are bursting, the digestive enzymes, they are secreted within the cell, and within minutes or within few seconds, these digestive enzymes, they digest the whole of the cell organelle along with the cytoplasm, and they completely kill off the cell itself. Therefore, they are said to be the suicidal bags. Then these are the structures which exhibit polymorphism. Now, the word polymorphism is a new terminology for you all. Polymorphism is a term which is used whenever different forms of a particular thing are found at the same place and at a given period of time. Like I said that the lysosomes, they are found or they are present in groups, and in this very particular group within a cell, they are having varied forms. That is, they are present as primary lysosomes, secondary lysosomes, tertiary lysosomes, and so on. So depending upon their size and the volume, they are divided as primary, secondary, and tertiary lysosomes. They are these forms are basically related to the maturation of the lysosomes, how mature they are, how much filled they are, what is the volume, what is the shape of the lysosomes. So depending upon that, they are categorized as primary, secondary, and tertiary, and all of these are lying within the same group within the cell at the same period of the time, and hence this term polymorphism is very much used over here. Now this is all about the structure of the lysosomes, and already I have told you about the function also, that these are suicidal in nature. Suicidal in nature means they are basically responsible for suicide of the cell. Suicide of the cell, that is, as I have already told you all, that at many times it becomes very essential to kill off the cell, since either it is very harmful for the cell or it is no more useful for the body. So here what do they do? As they are containing the various lytic enzymes or the various digestive enzymes, they burst out and they release their digestive enzymes, and as a result of that, this digestive enzyme, it is circulated through the throughout the cytoplasm, and hence it digests the whole of the cell organelles along with the whole of the cytoplasm, and it kills off the cell itself. So these are said to be the suicidal bags. So here in this video we have completed up with the two topics, that is the Golgi complex or the Golgi apparatus and the lysosomes. Now in our next videos we are going to talk about the other cell organelles, that is the mitochondria, the peroxisomes and so on. Thank you.